Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back with me, Hassan Rahman, in Rebuild Podcast. So today, for the recording, we will be conversing in English because for today's recording and today guest we have in the studio is another special guest. So this guest of mine, before I introduce his name to you guys, he have. Wait, I have to on the suspense music first. Okay, so this guest of mine, he has served a total of 37 years in prison, total of 54 strokes of the cane. He went to lock up as early as 14 years old, but he has also published a book called Our Flawed Journeys. So today guest with me here is Mr. Ganesan. How are you, Mr. Ganesan?
Fine, Mr. Hassan.
Thank you for taking your time to come. Sorry, I give some slight introduction to the listeners lah. So I think for you, first time coming over in a podcast setting, because I think for some of you guys have maybe seen him in a lot of other media such as Straits Times. I think Vasantham Central as well, right?
Yes, in the news.
Yeah, in the news, sharing your journey as well. So, but I think as you know that in a podcast setting, the story is pretty much more detailed. Yeah. But disclaimer, guys. So whatever Ganesan is going to share later on is a journey of his past. Nothing that he's proud of, to inspire people out there who are still struggling, right? So let's come to the first part of the beginnings of your journey. So as I give a snippets of your story where you went to lock up as early as 14 years old. Maybe you can share that side of the story.
That was the time when why I go to the offense before that was 4 years old time
Mm.
when my sister come to this world.
Mm.
I was jealous.
Your younger sister.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
Then-
can you put the mic closer?
So
okay.
everyone tension was on her.
Okay.
So I was very felt alone.
Mm.
So to seek attention, I started to do everything which they will see me
Mm,
or
mm,
ask me.
mm.
So that's the reason when I pick up from 4 years old started until all the way the first motor theft I did.
Motor theft. Okay.
It was a 14 years old with 2 or 3 friends.
Okay. So can you share like exactly what you guys do? How do you guys steal is it a car, a motorbike?
It's a motorbike because we having a fun. Then we found some keys.
Mm.
So we was keep on trying to every motorbikes.
Mm.
And with me guys, 1 or 2 of them is elder than me at the time. And they know how to ride bike. So in that way, I was curious to do. But my bad luck, they run away already, I get caught.
Okay, how did you get caught? Right.
Because there was a civilian TP was driving into the car park that moment.
Okay.
And he noticed that I riding without helmet.
Oh, you stole the bicycle. You rode the bicycle without any helmet.
motorbike.
Okay.
And I was riding at the motorbike in the car park. Like no open hair, no helmet, anything.
Hurry only lah.
Because it's already almost midnight.
Okay.
And this guy just came in and he stopped my way. And I almost hit him because I don't know. Because all the time I was running in the first gear only, never changed gear because I don't know anything about that.
But is that your first experience or you have stolen?
No, earlier in Malaysia when young time, I used to borrow the bike with my cousins. So that shook come to in Singapore. So with friends, I always want to show off.
Show your talent lah.
Yes. So that I got this wrong one. So that's where he stopped me and the survey Petroca come and bring me to Toa Payoh Police Station. The old Toa Payoh Police Station. And I was nervous, crying, hitting myself to call my mom. So my family all came down.
Okay.
And even I was so much fear of what is going to happen to me. And lastly, finally, the IO came and they threatened me up and down. And it was telling me you're charged court tomorrow. And at the same time, you are going bail with your family.
Okay.
Tomorrow you have to follow your family, go to the court.
Okay.
So that's where I get first fine for motor theft.
Oh, you got fined? Okay.
1,002. I still can remember that.
Okay.
and my family did pay. And I was in the below lockup separately because I'm youngest one. They keep me. And some of them, they was bringing them to boys home, RTC. I was curious. Wow, what is the old court was like hell like that. So I was fear, smell.
The culture shock lah. Right?
And I'm thinking, is it the prison would be like this? So I, after pay the fine, come back home, and I did the same mistake again. But this time never get caught. I threw the bike, I run already.
Okay, before you continue, what was your parents' reaction when they got to found out that you stole a motorbike and get caught?
Frankly saying, my father really hit me up.
Okay.
Even I stepped into the house only, he hit me hard until like my father was in the X123X, that kind of police. So his way of growing is all hand talk.
Okay, understand.
So I was always very difficult for me to explain to them whatever I talk. My father called my name only, I would start to sweat.
Okay, understand.
And my mother is the one always protect, also get back. So I see domestic violence. Mother and my father and mother are fighting. My father hit them very hard. All these things. And I was grew up in that way until my life was totally changed.
I see.
And I started to mix with the wrong company to make myself to known by others, not like a fear. To be honest, that time I was having a fear. I might be bullied.
Okay.
But no, I tried to show off. Not. So I started, my first weapon carry was the compass.
Oh, okay.
And that's my first weapon in my life. So anybody come, I would just pop.
The compass, like the
Use the pencil to draw.
Yes.
So that's the one, my first weapon.
It's like somehow like somewhat like a fidget spinner kind of thing, but it's more of a sharp edges.
Yes,
right.
correct.
Okay.
And that's my first weapon. And I started to hurt people.
Okay.
And my father will come to school and you whack me, you say, and you bring me back. And even that age, I started to stand naked at my lift lobby. My father make me.
Oh, is it? That's severe of punishment. Okay.
Until my neighbor will carry a towel, come and tie me around, say you shouldn't do, your son is growing up. And my father just keep quiet. And this is how it goes. So every time I see my father in different view.
Understand.
My life was totally going upside down. I started, I going to do shopping, I would steal things, everything. And my first major crime that I did was gang robbery, kidnapping.
Gang robbery, kidnapping. Okay. I want you to share that later on. But just now you mentioned that after you got fined for theft of vehicles, right? And then you got fined and you're a free boy at that point of time, right? And you mentioned that you continue doing things, doing things against the crime.
Right.
What was the next thing that you do?
The next thing I go only, I see any bicycle or motorbike which is on and the driver's not, I will just go to one corner and throw it. And that's how I was making, and that was started to put the neighborhood police post, which they recognize me.
Okay.
So when the public starting to tell, and they was very shocked to my parents because they reported my father. So I was, wow. Every time I step into the house, started to get scolding, whacking, throwing things at me. And I will be sick for 3 days. Cannot get out from the bed after getting the beaten. But that's made me more hardened.
Understand. But how's school back then? When I think that point of time you mentioned that you were 14. Does it affect your studies?
Yes, because school totally not interested, and I started to work to get money.
Okay.
I see money in very young age. So follow my father that time. My father will call, go and clear rubbish in the HDB. I do that. Put newspaper 4 a.m. Go put newspaper. All kind of job I follow with my father. Certain time my father is very good. Like an angel to me. Everything I ask, all drop. Jatuh je. But sometimes he jatuh with his hand only, I cannot take it.
Yeah lah, I understand. It's very traumatizing lah in a sense.
So that way I was always keep a distance from the family.
I understand.
And I started to hit my sister, which she always lovely girl. And I treat her very badly. And even now I think it's very shame and very sad. It's not nice what I did. But that moment, young age, my mind only think that everybody must know me.
Yep, correct. Because I think it's an outlet because you yourself were beaten up by your dad, and you cannot release it elsewhere.
Mm.
So the closest person you have at the point of time was your sister. So that was another outlet for you to release.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
did very bad thing. You know what? The iron the shirt one, playing time, I will take on the current hot, I going put on her leg.
Oh, very
And it's
severe.
burned.
Okay.
And I know I'm going to die. Definitely I
Mm.
was going to get killed. And I put my leg on my own leg to escape. And my skin totally burned off.
To make it seem like it's an
And
accident.
then, yeah.
To
But
that severe.
my father was smart.
Mm.
Why? You did this, I won't beat you. Also get back. And he is the one who every day bring me go to the Toa Payoh Polyclinic for doing dressing.
I see. Okay.
And I started smoke, everything moving. And like upgrading myself not in the studies, in the societies.
Yep.
Then around 16 years old, I joined the gang,
Okay.
my first gang.
Mm.
And I joined, and all the way, I get new groups.
Okay.
And I become like popular to them. Every day I go fight first thing, like move on. I first one. That's where I started to take drug. I work in shipyard time. That time I was 17 years old. Because at that time I was studying in IT also.
Okay.
Which is called Vocational Institute last time, VITB. In Air Raja. So I was posted to Sembawang Shipyard. So Sembawang Shipyard, I was sitting down there and wondering how these guys can work for 24/7.
Okay.
That's where my curiosity started.
Alright. Yes. Okay.
So I'm wondering, and I'm going to ask them, can you please tell me how come we can stay alive? I while only half a day, I feel sleepy, I'm hungry, and you can. This is the medicine. That time was like a brown sugar in one kind of bottle, small bottle, and they use very like ear dicker the spoon. That's where I started the curiosity. Go and touch it.
And what drug was that?
And it's a brown sugar, they told me.
Okay.
That's considered heroin, which is first class in the ship.
So you were introduced at the very first time, straight away heroin.
Heroin.
Oh, okay.
Then from there only I started, and I was hooked.
Yep.
And I was sitting at the ship and watching there as a Sembawang DRC.
Oh yeah.
And I asked them, what is quarters? Quarters, if you get caught, you will be there sitting there watching the ship. I will never go lah. Last 1992, my first drug abuse.
Yeah. How you were caught?
Oh, that's very serious.
Okay. You share
I
with
was
us.
smoking in Toa Payoh Lorong 7 toilet.
Okay.
An old Indian man was walking towards me. Then I say, hey, Indian we talk what? Hey, what? You see me what? You gangster? Jalan dah samdol. Suddenly, from don't know from where, 6-7 people come and just hook me. Then only he's give me one tight slap. He say, what? Ando. I'm from senior officer.
Oh, he's an officer. You also thought like another gang or gangster lah.
See? First time go.
Okay.
And I go KCD.
But that one, they caught you. They thought that you were assaulting an officer, but they didn't know that you were on
No,
drugs.
actually they're waiting for us because I and my other friend was inside the toilet, in coffee shop toilet smoking. And that is a place we regularly smoke.
I see. Okay.
So this has been waiting for us actually. And this guy just walked towards me. And I was, who the hell is he? Because in the meantime, in between that period, I start heroin. I start to take ice. Last time ice they use a different kind of metal smoking and cannabis. All the time in my body should go ahead.
This is in the early 90s.
80s.
80s. Oh, okay.
80s, 88, 89, all this.
Mm.
And that's where only after I go to RC, in 92 only I get caught after so long. But between that, I was arrested for the gang robbery in 89.
Okay.
And follow the 89, I was in NS, never finished. I was caught in writing with dangerous weapon.
Dangerous weapon. Okay, so before we continue, right, the moment you got caught for the drug case, right, how long was the sentence in? So you were sent to Sembawang Khalsa.
Khalsa.
How long was it?
3 months.
Also for 3 months.
3 months.
That point of time, first timer drug offense
They give
is
tagging.
3 months and then plus tagging.
So I went out and I came going back for misconduct because of 15 minutes late. And then I was very pissed off.
Less program lah at that point of time.
So I was not happy with it. So when I finished my 1 year sit down the sentence, full sentence, I go out. From the Sana, when I release, on the same day in front of the Sana, I tear the car, I just walk off.
Okay. Okay, but before that, when you entered KCD, Khalsa Crescent, right? I think that point of time you were 17. How old were you?
92 was I almost 22 already.
Or 22. But that was your first drug case.
I caught lah,
Okay.
consider.
But before that, you went into prison before.
Earlier was I only all get probation. 17 years
Oh,
old,
okay.
18 years old, all I get
Okay,
probation.
only for this drug case, they will send you to
The
DRC,
DRC,
right? Okay. But during this time that you spend in DRC, the people you've met inside, you didn't told yourself that this time you want to change because you've been getting probation. Like there's a lot of chances given, right?
But to be honest, most of them are pretending.
Inside the DRC.
Yes. To be honest, to just get out.
Okay.
So I follow the melody. I also look like very innocent, poor, acting to them, saying that, no, I really miss my family, all this. But actually,
all acting only.
All acting.
Acting only.
Until I now recall back, wow, I can do so much things like that. And even my parents, when they come to pick up me, I told them I'm not going to give any single urine again. And 2 years I abscond. And 95 I get caught again.
But you did plan like after, since you say you guys were just pretending, just passing the time inside prison. But did you guys ever like spoke to each other and then plan? Hey, come out, we go take drugs again.
Yes.
You guys already plan all this inside.
All everything.
No one plans to, hey, come on, no more already lah.
I never really see that.
Okay.
And they also, some older guys say, come on, just first time only, I'm second and third time. They are telling like very proud of their stage.
The stigma lah, got first show, got second, what they say.
Houston is not new. You will definitely go for higher standard. Yes, I did until LT2 city actually.
Okay, maybe you share with us throughout the whole process, like step by step from DRC. So after DRC, you mentioned that you absconded
2 years. Also,
for 2 years. So the reason you absconded is because you were just fed up with the system.
Yes.
You don't want to go urine.
Yes.
But how do you survive this period of you absconding?
I think it's a part of God plan lah. Because I was smoking, and even CMB came to my house. I was hiding inside my sister's room cupboard.
And they didn't caught you?
They never caught me.
Okay.
And very sad to say this, that my mother can really identify what kind of drug I take. In my room, I the only person who will jab. She opened, why? You cannot find your vein. I got a lot of veins. I say, you take, how can I get high? Go, don't disturb me. I chase her away. And my father or my sister, no one else will come enter the room, my room. I become a kind of different arrogant burger.
Yep.
Totally like, I just a person to them. I don't treat them like something. They're my father, my mother, no.
But even at home, there wasn't any boundaries or respect. You just
I will just come and go. Every time I must see my table there, must have money. But I started to run. The 2 years I survived by selling, same time smoking.
But it's just purely heroin or you mix?
Mix. I got take mostly cannabis with me always. Then plus sometimes ice. Then I get hooked by the ice.
Okay.
Then heroin cut.
Okay.
Heroin, that's the worst one I get. In 1995 when I get caught, I was in cold turkey almost 1 month because I cannot recover fully. I was fully, that kind of ice trigger was.
Usually for heroin, how long it takes for the cold turkey?
Cold turkey is 10 to 7 days for the result.
Okay, pending like they mentioned.
Pending
okay.
7 days. After that, it depends how they're going fall or up. But I was always fall. I never go out.
I understand.
So that's why I was hooked and I was 1 month there. They put me in sick bay because of my terrible movement. And imagine, now I 120 kg. And that time I was just 70 kg. When I take,
okay.
I lost my weight like nobody business. So it's how my body condition all went. And my family was very hurt. This all a later stage I realized. My first part, and this is how I go. And they're trying to stop me, no. And you know what? I threatened them. If you want to try something, I'll just jump down from the window. I sitting on top of the window. Kitchen window to jump down. And they worried. Then they stopped pestering me.
So they were actually consoling you to stop all this.
Yes.
But your reaction was quite severe lah, in a way. I see, I understand.
And to be honest, my mother and my family saw me 3 times commit suicide in their own eyes.
But the reason of this, the mentality of you, like, you want to commit suicide, is it because of, I believe this drugs is causing depression? But what is actually adding to these feelings of depression?
And mostly, to be honest, I was felt like even people around me, I still felt I'm lonely. There's
Mm,
nobody care about me. The
mm,
concept of my mind was running, saying that this is all nothing. This is all people are pretending to be sayang you, take care of you, everything.
mm,
No, no, no. They're just doing their responsibility.
mm.
Something in me, someone else is talking.
I understand.
And don't want me to do something for them.
I see.
Always hold back, become like a ego. My
Yep.
ego, my pride. You are somebody, you can do this, do that. That's where I started to do many things.
Mm.
Even join the gang time also, I move around. And my gang, there's a policy that smoke drug don't come. So I always alone.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I
Mm.
do know that some gangs
Ah,
like ice can, heroin, all these cannot tai kuat lah.
uh, but most of the time they say no. Then I
Mm.
always will be alone. But when problem come, they will activate me. And then I will be the first one.
I understand.
That's where I go.
Mm.
Other than that, drug. Then slowly my gang started to take drugs also. Some take, mostly all ganja.
Okay.
The ganja taking on was common only, enjoy only. But according to my head, that time my ex-age man say, you spoil the gang.
Mm.
You want your name, you need to give out everything.
Mm.
So different step, I started to move on.
Mm.
But I take drug, I won't come there.
I see.
I always far away.
But they know lah,
They
but it's just
know.
that you don't want to show.
I don't want to show.
So
Also,
for 2 years that you have absconded,
mm.
how do you get caught?
I get called actually is in the KK hospital entrance because of one stupid fella suddenly called my name.
Okay, your friend or
They also buy from me. At the time I was
your
selling.
customer lah.
Customer,
Okay.
But actually I always offer him also because you no money. I say come just move. So when we crossing to go back lane to Chandra Road, that's where the suddenly few guys was walking towards us. So I walk past already.
Okay.
I wear just slipper, just normal. This fella wear so decent, they stop him.
Okay.
They ask him something, suddenly they say, no, that one is my friend Ganesan. Shit. And they the one actually looking for me. I wanted 2 years abscond.
Oh, they were really looking. The officer were really looking for you
So
lah.
I was just few steps to run out from the gate of the KK hospital back door. And best part, already in front standing two more guys. I just turned and I saw them standing. I say, okay lah, nothing. And the staff, I throw inside the van.
Oh, you have that stuff with you. Okay.
I throw inside their own van. They check me. I said, no, okay, I know where I put it. And they straight charge me for consume. Never charge me for
So
it.
that one considered as second timer.
Second time I went.
Alright, okay.
Where? Selarang.
Selarang. So first one KCD, now Selarang.
Selarang.
So I think we want to take a short break because I think we want you to continue your Selarang journey.
Yeah.
Because this one second timer already.
Yes.
Is it whether are you still meeting the people inside that are pretending all the wayang say want to change or still want to continue? So yeah, we will come back again. We take a short break, we take a rest. We see you guys till the next episode. Settle.
Right.